Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. It's another day again. Thank God that everyone that went to bed last night is always awake. It's even awake today. We're streaming tomorrow. It's another Champions League game. It is Zenit hosting Chelsea. Coming back from some shambolic performances, draw against Manchester United, and also another draw against Bentley, and then a loss to West Ham United. We're hoping that our players can continue with the win, continue like the way they've been playing throughout beginning of the season. It's looking like too many injuries. But today is a preview. We're gonna delve into it. We're gonna delve into the problems that we have right now. We have Kovacic, who is yet to return from injuries. He returned from injury, and then he's been hit by COVID again. I am a victim of a COVID, and I know what it feels like. So yeah, we wish him the best. We know Timo Werner also should be ready for the game tomorrow, and also Kai Havertz won't be ready for us. I'm not so sure about N'Golo Kante, which I would think that he's also not ready for us again. But yeah, I'm not joined here alone. I'm joined here by Hams Master, Scottish Gilmore, and Steven. So we will sit down and see what is the way forward. What can we do different to be able to come up with all the 3 point, not just coming out with a 3 point, but in a game that we know with Thomas Tuchel we should be able to play very well and win the game. So yeah, let me bring the panel on. I want to say how you guys doing today, guys?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Selling well. What about you?
Not too bad. It's just without Chelsea playing, we wouldn't really see each other on the internet that much. But then we're here. I'm very happy to see you guys here again. Steven, how have you been? We haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, man, just getting my university stuff done. I now don't have any assignments or exams until January, so I can relax for a bit now. So that's why I've not been on. Been focusing on getting them done.
Great, great, great. And then another brother over here, Gilmore, another inspirational guy who spent time with us over here. Gilmore, what's up with you? How have you been?
Mm. Yeah, just cruising.
You cruising? Are you on top of the league?
Mm. Just autopilot. I'm just on uh, vibes, just fumes.
I get you, got you. I know what it mean, and I know probably the way your team is losing points here and there is not really giving you the morale, the kind of energy to be able
Mm.
to talk today. But yeah, I agree with you, and then I support you. I hope that yeah our team can start playing very well. Well, yeah, but yeah, Zenit is next. I mean, we cannot whoever they put in front of us is who we play against. Zenit St Petersburg is next up front. What do we have? What's expectation, Hams Master?
Um, to be honest, it's gonna be a tough game because of the injuries. It's gonna be different in terms of like because last time we faced them,
Mhm.
we only won by 1 goal to 0, and we struggled to break the deadlock. You know, this game now we have injuries. It's probably gonna be like a similar outcome, like in terms of like try to break them through, trying to trying to get that goal to break the deadlock, try to open the floodgates.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that type of game, frustrating game because and plus it's gonna be a new sort of 11 that we're not used to seeing like nowadays. So and also that may be a problem. It might start slow or it really depends to be honest. So I don't really expect like a wonderful performance. I just expect probably like a ugly game and possibly come out with a 1-0 win or something like that. So that's the game I expect.
Yeah. I agree with you. Let me go with the what Steven. Steven, expectations in the game tomorrow. Thanks, Hams, for your taking time to let us know expectations. Hams, Steven, what do you think?
I mean, it's got to be difficult. Cover is out. He was meant to be back in training this week, but he's since tested positive. Jorginho's out, which means we have to have Ruben and Sal, unless they want to put like someone like Barkley in midfield. There was no mention of Alonso, so I presume he's okay to start, and we won't be using a winger at wing back on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was there? I feel like I'm missing someone. Oh, Chalobah we expected anyway. And the same with who was the other one? Oh, my brain's gone, man. But yeah, basically we got injuries, and it's gonna be one of those games that we just have to grind out. But looking at it, in the last game we played against them,
Yeah.
we played Jorginho and Kovacic, but other than that, it's not too dissimilar to what will probably be the starting 11 for tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I want to say shout out to Wheat Rat on the chat. He said give Lukaku the next 3 games to get his rhythm back. If nothing comes out of it, then check him out and put Havertz back in there. Which I agree with you. Gilmore, what do you think? Expectations going into the game tomorrow. We know we've lost so many points with teams that we're not supposed to lose. I mean, not just that we're not supposed to lose a point against those teams, but then we've played very well, but still can't get over the line.
Yeah, tomorrow is just, I feel like it's a dead rubber in the sense that we, I will still, like Ham said, it's gonna be a scrappy game. Zenit might not even play the first team. We won't play our first team, definite, because injuries and all that. So yeah, because of injuries and all that, I'm not so gassed up like, oh, this is the game to turn our seasons around. No, our bread and butter is getting back to Leeds. I can't wait to, yeah, Premier League. Basically, I'm just looking forward to the Premier League game right now. This game is just get the win, 90 minutes. Yeah, yeah,
So you
scrap.
don't,
Yeah, just get 3 points and
so you don't
yeah.
really, you don't.
I'm not gassed up because like the game against Juventus, right? I, I'm just worried. What if Juventus fail to win? You fail to beat Malmo? Yeah, anything can happen in game of football, right? So if Malmo put up a strong side, and
Yeah.
if Juventus draw, then the team selection that we had against Juventus would have been wasted. Yeah, I'm just worried. I'm just worried that Juventus don't play their first team.
Juventus will, because they want to finish top of the group. Everyone always wants to finish top of the group to get the theoretical easier draw. So they're obviously got to put out a strong team, unless there's some injuries that I haven't seen yet because I haven't actually checked. Then I presume they're going.
What the reason?
Blazing.
Yeah, the reason why I think that it's always better to finish on top of the league is you avoid the big teams that if you finish on top, it means you will avoid one of the big teams that finish on top. I mean,
Theoretically,
yeah. I mean, in the other way, you want to avoid the big teams in the early stages, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, so
There's a
if you
couple groups this year where you are kind of screwed on that front, because there's a couple of groups where you got 2 or 3 big teams. So regardless, you're bound to have a potential big team.
so yeah, everybody wants to finish on top, and I agree. I agree with what Steven said. You know, Hams, Gilmore, we got to take that game very, very seriously. We have to take the game very, very seriously. You know. So looking at I mean Steven has putting up a starting lineup. We'll check into that starting lineup very
I
soon.
haven't. That's the one that we played last time we played them. And I'm saying it won't. I don't think it'd be too dissimilar to that,
Oh, like a
because
three
we know those 2 midfielders are unavailable, so they're not gonna play. And maybe
Jorginho and
Ziyech
Kovacic.
doesn't play.
Yeah, it's not gonna be these two. Not gonna be these two.
There might be 3 changes from that team, maybe 4, depends. But the majority of that is gonna be what plays tomorrow. I would have thought.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. So let's look at the injury players that we have. We already have a lot of injury players on the list. Oh, how many more are we missing, Gilmore? Let me start with Gilmore. How many more injury players are we missing? Any update?
No updates. I just know that we're gonna put out a second string side. Maybe even like we're gonna see weird formation. Basically, yeah. No matter how many injuries are out, we are not playing our first team, and like what you said, this game is important, and yeah. But look at the facts. Is that we won't have most of our starters.
Mm-hmm.
Chalobah's out. Yeah, it's just about redemption and everything. This game is just about the players who, the past West Ham game, give those players, some of those players actually, a chance to redeem themselves and yada yada yada. Just get a win. Then for me, just get a win and go on. Like, I think Tuchel just wants to win. Like, you just want to get this over with. So you just pick a side that, you know, even our second string side should be able to beat Zenit's first team. I feel like, yeah, just edge it. But injuries or no injuries, this game isn't something that you like. I wouldn't. Whatever result that we get from this game, I'm not gonna be like okay because we still lost. It doesn't paper over the cracks of the West Ham game. Like if he's gonna start Kepa,
Mm-hmm.
which he won't, I
Yeah.
know. At least that. I mean, yeah, you don't break a man's confidence down. Yes, but yeah, you're gonna play Mendy again. Yes, I just don't know. I just don't know what is it about it that I just don't know. I don't know what to say lah. This game is just yeah. I'm soulless about this game.
Are
Nothing to
you
say about
okay?
it.
Are you
Just the
okay?
injuries and all that.
Are you okay, Gilmore? Are you okay?
No, just this game is just
He's not excited. That's what he's trying to say. He's not excited.
yeah,
Mm.
just nothing
That-
to look forward to. Like our team is in shatters, in tatters, in bits and pieces. It's all over the place. Our formation is changing from game to game. So
It's actually not.
yeah. Whoa.
The personnel's changing, the formation isn't.
No, he's meant the personnel. He doesn't mean the. That's
The
what he meant.
personnel in the game. Name me 3 games in a row. 3 wins in a row
Oh,
where we
I
have
was
kept the
just I
same
was
team.
just correcting you because you said the formation's changing when you meant personnel. That's all.
Like we are having a back three that's like if we go on a winning run, let's say 2 games in a row, and we win 2 games with a certified with a fixed back three, and he will think that okay, third game I'll try someone out in the back three, and he'll chop and change, and you know
yeah.
Mendy needs to know who he can rely on in the front three, like in the back
Yeah.
three in front of him. So yeah, the goal we conceded
Mhm.
is
Don't forget,
that penalty, the one where it's just I just feel it's just down to chemistry that chemistry of that's lacking in our team, and that's down to not picking a fixed set, not having a fixed back line, a back three at least.
some
So
of these. Oh, I thought you was done. Go on.
no, I'm not.
Oh. I was just gonna say, don't forget, like the changes in the defense as a whole, like whole back five. Those aren't Tuchel going, oh, I'm gonna change it. It's we've got injuries. I have to change it. Because last game we had the first game without Chalobah, yeah.
Yeah.
Game before that, we didn't have Reese, right?
Mhm.
And obviously we already didn't have Chilwell. What was the one before that? No, there wasn't one before that, but that's why because we've been forced into some of these changes because of the injuries. Are you watching the game with commentary on? Because I think it's coming through slightly.
Me.
I'm not watching the game. I'm not watching the game. I'm not watching the
Oh,
game.
I thought I heard commentary or something coming through TV. That's all.
Everything here is
Oh.
muted. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Suraki is also here with us. He says give Lukaku 3 games, then check him out. It says I marvel at our modern fan base. It's Suraki. Yeah, it is a different trend compared to what it used to do, what it used to be 15, 20 years ago. And now, success has become something that is part of our new generation coming up. So when they see a player who doesn't perform within like 4 or 5 games, they expect something different, which the kind of money has eroded everything that we do these days. Money is everything. And then Roman Abramovich has also spoiled our fan base. The supporters, those that support the club, have also spoiled them in a way that when the manager is not performing very well, he's not him Abramovich himself is not going to give that manager that time to be able to readjust himself and then get things going again. He will fire him and then bring another one in. So this is also it into and got into this mind and the brain of a new generation of supporters that if you're not playing well as a player, no, you need to sit aside so they can bring somebody else in to advocate and then vote for a new player in. They can send you out and bring a new player in to come and perform. That is how Roman Abramovich have told the people that is how he run his football. So I suggest that we gotta go the same way. What do you guys think of that?
My thing would be that I know what Gilmore was saying about Lukaku, yeah,
Yeah.
but you're saying give him 3 games. Can we specify it? We want 3 games of him at full fitness, and not 3 games he's not at full fitness. Oh, he's playing terribly. That's what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 games.
How's
That's what he
that
meant,
fair?
right? That's what he meant.
Oh no, I'm asking him to clarify, but I thought you was then saying no, just 3 games. So I was a bit confused then. But no, my thing is, Tuchel admitted the other day, yeah. So people have been giving Lukaku, for lack of a better word, shit for his performance the other day, right? But Tuchel's then come out and said he wasn't ready for that 45 minutes, but we were forced into it because of Kai's injury.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that tells you all you need to know, really.
Mm.
It's not an
Well,
easy thing I come back from.
it's assumed that today's is it John Terry's birthday? It's today's John Terry's birthday.
Yeah,
There's lots of videos and posts on Twitter
yeah.
concerning you. So we want to wish our legend brother, father, maybe
Captain,
a
leader, legend.
captain, legend, everything, a grandfather, whatever you want to call him, Captain John Terry, King Terry. I'm an amazing player. I watched this guy play live. No, not live, like live on TV on many occasions from England, across from David Beckham, John Terry intersected against Brazil. An amazing player. He's a good leader. Everybody has his flaws. He's had his own flaws. He's had his weaknesses, but at the end of the day, he doesn't take away with his performance against teams like Manchester United, Bayern Munich, and all that stuff. He's a wonderful legend, a wonderful leader. So it looks like there's not much to say in this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There's not much to say in our preview. So it's one of those games. So
It's
there's
just
not
one
much
of
to say.
those where we expect
Hams, right?
injuries, news, and stuff, right? What
Yeah.
we already knew, so it's not much updated wise. So
Hams, Gilmore, do you guys want to add anything to it before we bring this stream to an end?
About Lukaku,
Not just
it's ju-
Lukaku, the whole team. Thomas Tuchel, the whole from the ball boy to Thomas Tuchel.
oh, is this is just a game? This just a blip for the Saturday game. They just want to step up.
oh yeah,
They
we play Saturday again. Fun.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we play
Saturday early kickoff.
Oh,
they play
it better not be.
3 o'clock.
It's
3
not.
o'clock.
It's
3
three
o'clock.
o'clock.
Oh, 3 o'clock. I thought Thomas Tuchel. Thomas
I was
Tuchel.
about to lose
Yeah.
my
When
shit.
I listened to the press conference, he went ahead and he was like, "We're playing and we have to come back Thursday early in the morning, and then
He
play on
said
Saturday in the
that we
morning
come
too."
back Thursday, then we play Saturday, but we played the early kickoff on this Saturday that's just gone after playing on the Wednesday before that.
Oh, okay.
Because we played Wednesday, Saturday, but Saturday was early kickoff, and then we're playing Wednesday in Russia to then have to fly back and get back early Thursday, then do recovery, to then train on Friday to have a game on Saturday. That's what he was saying.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, it's a 3:00 kickoff. That's
Yep.
right. I mean, it's not
Let's
alright,
just
but
get
it's
it.
alright.
Let's just get the win.
City are the early kickoff. It's City Wolves early kickoff, so that should be interesting. I might have to watch that.
Wolves are gonna get smoked.
Yeah, they did a good job the other day, to be fair.
They ruined my weekend. Wolves.
What do
No.
And what do you guys make of the game yesterday against Arsenal, Everton Arsenal game?
I didn't watch it, honestly. All I know is that Richarlison, I think he was
That was
having 2 goals disallowed or something, I think, and then he eventually
Yeah.
scored.
Yeah.
the second goal from Everton was outstanding. You see the second goal?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen any of the goals, me
Oh, what a
personally.
goal! What a goal!
I
What a
need
goal!
to watch the highlights.
Arsenal just dominated possession. I think Everton had more shots. I think so.
So just quickly before we end it, so as we're on that, do you guys think this is going to be another one of those Arsenal under Arteta situations where they've been on their run and now they're going to go on a run of bad results?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I see is coming again. I see it coming again.
Yeah.
I thought
I said it weeks ago. Like, it happens. He goes on these runs of bad results, and then he gets a load of good ones, and then all of a sudden they go on a run of bad ones. There's just no
It's gonna be hot and cold.
consistency. Yeah, literally. There's no consistency in that team. They need players to step up, and it just ain't happening. Because they're relying a lot on their young players, but the young players can't do it all.
Yeah, same thing.
Senior players to step up.
Same thing Lampard did earlier on when it came to Chelsea. He was just
Yeah,
relying.
but Lampard was forced into that, though, for the most part.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Sideraki said 6 weeks out injured and barely played, but gave him 3 games. The manager is being rigid to his system, and we are not adapting to the players available. When you sign a top striker, you adapt to him. We do.
Oh, I thought you was done. Sorry.
Go ahead, Steven.
Oh no, carry on. I thought you was done, innit? So
Drogba wasn't prolific until his 3rd season. Adopting that attitude would have shaped him out after 1 season. Well, this is it. In the time, from what I can say, is Drogba's time. Drogba was working with a manager that really liked him. You know, he was working with Mourinho, who really like and understand his style. You know, but Mourinho is a guy that like to play with a target man style, that kind of style. But then I'm not so sure if Thomas Tuchel is the guy that play with the target man style, like you're back again.
Yeah, like you said, in his last 2 games, in his last 2 managerial jobs, right? PSG, did they play with target man? No.
No, he didn't.
Back at Dortmund, did he play with Lewandowski? I can't remember. Oh wait,
I don't
Aubameyang,
think
but
Noah was
not
there
so
at
much
that
a target
time,
man. They still play at 4-3-3. 3-4-3. Yeah.
My
So
thing is, Tuchel after the game the other day, he said that he thinks it's a quick fix. The whole Lukaku situation and like the service and stuff. If I remember rightly, he said he thinks it's a quick fix.
Yeah. Lord, what do you make of this comment from our brother here on the chat? He said 6 weeks out injured and barely played, but given 3 games. The manager is being rigid to his system, and we are not adapting to the players available. When you sign a top player, you adapt to him. That's what he said over here, Sideraki. What do you make of what he just said, Lord?
Yeah, it's true, to be honest.
Do we have to adapt to the player, or the player has to adapt to the system?
A bit of both, I think. But I think the players need to adapt to the system to make it all function correct. Like if you remember before, Chilwell wasn't getting a run in the team because he hadn't adapted to that wing back role, and Alonso was sort of killing it at the time. But the last sort of 4, 5, 6 weeks, Chilwell has really adapted well, and he's played really, really well. The injury is a big shame, to be honest. We're going to suffer because we've only got Alonso as a realistic option.
You mean when Tuchel first came in about the whole Alonso Chilwell thing? Because the reason that Chilwell wasn't starting
The
this
Euro,
season was
the Euro
because
thing.
of the Euros, and like he didn't really play, but he'd still been training with them, and like he'd been away and all like the mental and all that. Tuchel was basically not using him because he'd been away with the national team, innit?
Yes, but we could see that Chilwell hasn't adapted to the role. He wasn't finding himself, interchanging with our left inside forward like Alonso does. If you notice, Alonso normally finds himself inside forward position, and Timo Werner, if he's playing on that left wing, would on the wings, or Cho on the wing. So they would interchange quite often. But now Chilwell has started to really interchange. He's finding himself quite central at times, so he can have a shot. That's my thoughts on that.
No wing back can get more central than Reece did against West Ham at one point the other day. It was literally playing striker.
And then I remember I just read this comment from Sideraki. Also, he said Drogba wasn't prolific until his third season. Adopting that attitude, we would have shipped him out after one season. And then I came in and I was like, Drogba, in the time of Drogba was playing under a manager who really liked the target man position. He liked to have a striker who plays his back against the defenders or against the pole, and then receive the ball and then play other players in. But then looking at what Thomas Tuchel have done over the years in the past in his time at Dortmund and then his time as PSG, we didn't see him play with the target man. So does it has to do with the kind of players that he has that he's always able to work with? Or what is it? What do you think? Where did he go? I saw Dujan here. He's gone. Okay. What do you anyone can just come in if you have any ideas of
No,
of
like if you're gonna use Drogba, right? Drogba's first season in England,
yeah.
English football, right? Of course, in settling time, you're gonna have time. You're gonna need time to settle in, to get used to the tenacity, the intensity of the league. He came from Marseille. I can't remember which club he came from, but the French league,
Yeah, it was Olympic
what
Marseille.
we always call the Farmers League and all that. Yeah, so we can't use Drogba because Lukaku has been in England before. He has played for Man United. So it hasn't worked out there, and he's just finding out the easy route and trying to. Yeah, he just wanted to leave and try something out. But I don't think that Italy has improved him because he's still he's still static lah, because he didn't work out for United because he was static. I feel like he wasn't that mobile player that in United you need to have if you play in the two,
Yeah.
everyone else was working around him, everyone else was doing.
Yeah.
After a while he got sick, everyone got sick and tired of Lukaku, and yeah, they were not looking for him in every attack, they were just like bypassing him. Every ball that there are now memes of Lukaku in a United shirt like falling over the ball, and
Yeah.
it's just
So
yeah.
so many videos. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so I
to-
feel like
oh,
coming back from Italy, he's I don't think it's any improvement because we shouldn't be giving him time. If you're gonna have to be giving one season again, like why is there a restart button for this Lukaku? It's not fair to Drogba. It's like you're using a Drogba. It's like it doesn't make sense because Drogba, like I said, that was his first taste of English football. This is not Lukaku's first taste. Yeah,
I mean, it is
Lukaku has
fair
been
though.
here, done that. Yeah, so no, I wouldn't.
Well,
I wouldn't use
well,
Drogba.
It is
Sideraki.
fair though.
Go ahead.
It is fair because he's then had to adapt to the Italian style, which means he therefore has to readapt to Premier League and English style. So he does have to have some level of readaptation into the Premier League style because the Italian style is so different. So And also, if you're saying about players need an adaptation period, yeah. In that sense, I think you're one of the people. What I think you might have been, I'm not sure. So please do correct me if I'm wrong. I know Hams definitely, but people criticizing Werner last season, yeah. Okay, so if you're more saying that Drogba needed adaptation because he's a new player and stuff, yeah, doesn't that work for every player that comes in? And also,
Depends
Werner's
on
numbers weren't too dissimilar to Drogba's first season either. So if Werner's first season was shit, Drogba's first season was shit. So that's all I gotta say on that.
Yeah, that makes a
wow.
that makes a lot of sense though. The comparison is right there. Comparison right there. But then, like,
Not really.
whatever Gilmer also said, it makes a lot of sense. You can compare. You cannot compare. Someone has played at Chelsea. He's playing at West Brom. He's playing at Everton. He's playing at Manchester United.
Everton. Oh my god, Everton. Yeah, Everton. Yeah.
Played at Everton and then leave from Everton to Manchester United. From Manchester United, be able to travel to Italy, played a couple seasons, and then come back to the Premier League and still cannot adjust and know how the Premier League game, or like, it's kind of very very difficult. I mean, for me to understand why he cannot adjust, and it's not comparable. You can't compare Lukaku to a Drogba who's first time playing in the Premier League and then has to adapt like 2 seasons or 3 seasons. Even if you say 3 seasons, Lukaku has to move from Chelsea to West Brom, from West Brom to how do you call it? Um West Brom to Everton, and Everton to United, which he spent about 3 seasons over there, and we still can we don't know, we still can know what he's doing. So I don't know. That comparison over there is it's not right. Or would you guys think it's okay? Lord, comparing Lukaku to Drogba.
It's a fair comparison, I guess. The similar physically. I think we need to use him in the right way, Lukaku. I think we use him as like a bully the defender type of striker. I think we need to use him more facing the goal. So he can sort of run onto balls. Bullet headers or just get a chance and he can shoot one top corner or something. He's at the moment he's playing with it back to the goal.
Yeah.
I think this is the main issue, to be honest. What's your thoughts, guys? Gilmore?
Well, in that case, what are we saying about Diego Costa? We had Diego Costa before, right? Target man. We use him as a target man. We use him as a battering ram, just bully defenders.
Yeah.
But the difference between Diego Costa and Lukaku right now is the hunger, the desire. He wanted to get into defenders' faces. Right now, what I'm seeing from Lukaku is like he's back to nursery. He's back to like elementary school. He looks clueless the way he's playing. Like he looks like he's not. He looks like the stint in Italy has not improved him.
He reminds me of that. The same Lukaku when we had at Man United. That's exactly the same.
Yeah. Exactly the same.
Like again, yeah. Italy played. Okay, Gilmore, you want to talk? Sorry, Gilmore, you can talk.
No. I'm done.
Okay. So yeah, I was gonna say that Lukaku was playing like in a slow league. Italy, and he was banging loads of goals, and he had Lautaro Martinez. Link up play was good. Then now he came to the Premier League, and he looks like a fraud, dodgy and lamppost. So I guess we have to give him some time because he just came. So
look at all the teams that Lukaku has played in. West Brom, he had players around him who did all the dirty work, all the donkey work. Everton, he had Mirallas, he had Leighton Baines, he had all the players around him. All he had to do was just be in the right positions. I feel like when you come to our team, 3-4-2-1, you can't be static. You can't be waiting for the ball. You can't be waiting to, be on the end of a cross or what. You got to make yourself like not say a nuisance, but you got to make yourself like you got to make yourself available. because right now he's just hoping that the ball falls to his feet, and that's what he
Just
did
like
at United.
he's just like Tammy,
Yeah,
right under Lampard. Another
just a
Tammy.
bulky, stocky version of Tammy. Yeah, you know, when the ball doesn't go his way, he'll sulk and he'll point to the ground. This is where I wanted the ball.
I
This
mean,
is where I wanted the ball.
there is some points where that's fair, like the West Ham game the other day. He made a run into the area and they didn't play the ball to him. At that point, that's fair.
Because we got so used to playing without a striker. I guess if we don't find him, if he's getting bypassed, he should be wondering, do I fit in this team? So I feel, man, like I just feel like, yeah, without him, everyone has a chance to get involved. Like there is no talisman. We everyone plays a part, and that's why I see, like, in the Norwich game, I felt that I felt that this was almost close to our first 11. This was close as we can get to the first 11. Like there was no okay, we have to feed one person, and yeah, everyone felt that they could contribute, and as a result, we play as a team. The unity was there. uh yeah, as long as we don't have we can't have you can't, if you can't bring the water to the horse, bring the horse to the water. Basically, we kind of players who are just waiting for the ball. Just 3-4-2-1. You need to be ready. You need to be like in sync with everyone. It's not on the same wavelength as everyone. Everyone is like busting a gut to to what do you say. I just feel like, yeah, it doesn't fit our system. Like maybe what Lord said just now. Yeah, maybe we need to change the system. But what I feel is Tuchel wants to play this 3-4-2-1, and if it doesn't work, Lukaku, maybe it's time for him to just, yeah, it's just a mistake lah, a flop lah. Because look at the past it's not like this is the first flop that we have had lah. With a mega million pound flop, because we had, like, Falcao. We spent big money on Morata.
Well,
So yeah, yeah. So I don't feel like we should be okay. Lukaku, we need to fit the system around to Lukaku. I just feel that if it doesn't fit, then we just go back to what we were doing last season. Then in the end, like, if Roman, especially if Roman doesn't want to be spending another 100 million. So I just say that last season it was just a case of there was nobody to challenge. No, there's nobody to be like, we all played, like, at our own pace, because we didn't have anyone like a Lukaku to like intimidate. Everyone was like, okay, my position is safe. But right now I feel like, yeah, it's like indirectly it's helping the team, in the sense that, yeah, everyone has to play a part. Everyone has to, when you start, if you have to play well, you have to perform as a team. Otherwise, yeah, there's Lukaku on the bench to replace you. So yeah, I feel like in a way it's improving us, but not in sense that uh yeah, it doesn't help us that he starts up, but to have him around, everybody will be like stepping
well,
up the game, and oh yeah,
well,
well, now we have someone to look after,
well,
someone over our shoulder.
Club Brugge got one back. It's 3-1. Paris Saint Germain 3.
Yeah.
Club Brugge 1. So let me take some chance and then read. Yeah, I'll get back to whoever is about to talk right now. I'll get back to you real quick, please. Let me get back to what Stephen Costi said in the chat. That Stephen said, this is what I was saying about Lukaku. True, he had adapted to Serie A before moving back to the EPL. He has to adjust to the style of play again, which is
He has
us
to readjust to the style of the Premier League again because he's had to adapt to the Serie A.
right.
So there has to be a level readjustment again.
Sadaraki said, did he made himself available when he was scoring? He didn't. He had a preseason that he had a preseason, then got injured. Like I said, consider everything. We have to consider everything and see why We don't want to just push Lukaku away. Excuse me.
Sorry, but Leipzig had just scored again, so Leipzig are winning 2-0.
Oh, okay. That's like
Nobody
Leipzig
cares.
wins. So I mean, let's assume that let's see what Thomas Tuchel is gonna do. Is gonna do differently tomorrow. We know Lukaku will be ready for it. Timo Werner will be ready. Um, um, Captain America will also be ready. Hakim Ziyech. What about Hakim Ziyech? He should be ready for the game tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Hakim Ziyech should be ready. In our defense, we have Rudiger who barely gets injured. Rudiger also be ready for the game tomorrow. Um, Trevor, Trevor, Trevor Chalobah, Christensen will also be there. Aspi is ready. Reece James also ready. Right, Reece James also. So yeah, we should have a good team. We have a good players to play
It's got to be a
Zenit.
mix. It's got to be a mix of an A and B team based on the injuries.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're playing Zenit St Petersburg. We're a Premier League team, one of the most difficult league in the world against the Zenit team. Whoever they put in there should be able to go in and win. We don't want to see all nice and rosy, beautiful football, but we should just go there and get a 3 point.
I'm not sure about Sal being one of those players that should be able to go in and do something based on what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
He looks like he's not ready for
Don't
it.
get
He
me
looks
wrong. I'm not criticizing him based on the minimal performances and saying he's shit overall, because he can still come good, because I mean, he's barely got game time
Yeah.
and he needs to adjust. Yeah. What I'm saying is the difference is with Lukaku, whilst he's still readjusting back to the Premier League,
Yeah.
we've still seen moments from him. Sal, we've literally seen absolutely nothing. Also, just quick, if you don't mind, Azan, have you guys seen the teams for the Milan Liverpool game and the Real Inter game?
Yes, I've seen it.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I'm just saying that even 40-year-old Ibrahimovic is going to probably get a couple of goals against that Liverpool defence. The defence, yeah, so they've got Alisson in goal, yeah, but they've got Neco Williams, Konate, Nathaniel Phillips, and Simicas as their defence.
Why has Liverpool win?
Ibrahimovic gets at least one. I mean,
Why is Liverpool?
Liverpool have got Mane, Origi, Salah up front, so they could win.
Is someone streaming something? Is trying to stream something, please.
Someone will keep trying.
Gilmore, you can do that, please.
Gilmore, what are you streaming? What are you streaming?
He's trying to stream something, and we're live here. If he streams something that's against what we're doing here, I can, it will go against me. Steven, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, with that defense, there's a high probability that they concede a couple of goals, because it's a young defense that hasn't played like together as a unit. I wouldn't be surprised if Milan do win. But if Milan win, that means that Atletico Madrid can't get into the next round of the Champions League. So that means at best they can only get the Europa. So they can go down there and join all the other English teams, West Ham, Leicester, and all them lot.
These are the type of games I wouldn't care about, because that's something I would just look at.
On the Real Madrid front, though, Real Madrid are obviously missing Benzema. So, I mean, that team should still be good enough to beat Inter.
Nobody cares.
Never know. Oh, no, I'm just saying because... No, all I'm saying is because that decides who finishes top is in the Inter and Real one. That decides who finishes top, who finishes second.
Yep, guys, don't forget wherever you're watching from, don't forget to like the video and share the video also, and also don't forget to keep your bell notification icon active, bottom left corner below. Keep your bell notification icon over here, so when I upload the video, you won't miss anything from us. We go live a lot of time. We're back again with the watch along. We're probably gonna have a watch along tomorrow, without a doubt. So you see me here with my guys behind the backstage, my co-commentators.
It's early tomorrow.
Yeah,
Elliot. UK time, it's 5:45 tomorrow. The Chelsea game.
Yeah, we'll be ready for it.
Same time as these games that are live now.
Nizar, I'm missing the first half.
Oh gosh,
You're
this
missing
guy.
the first half. Don't try it. Don't miss it.
Yeah.
Lukaku will score hat trick.
At
Come on.
least look at the lineup first. At least.
I'll
Yeah.
look at the lineup. If the lineup's bad, I'm not watching.
Lukaku score hat trick. Don't
It
go.
depends if he's
If he
fit enough
scores a
to
hat trick,
start.
good for him. Good for him.
He's
Moving
the
on to the
one that
next game.
scored. He's the one that scored the goal for us against Zenit last time.
Yeah.
It was a strong.
We have to, we
You
have to
ju-
see. He scores a hat
So
trick,
City
and
have
if it's
scored.
Zenit's first team, if Zenit gonna play a second team, he has to be a first team,
Yeah.
and then we can
exactly.
say something about it.
Riyad
If he
Mahrez
scores
has
a hat
just
trick
scored.
and it's their second team, I don't think it's gonna be wow. He's back. No.
Man,
Oh,
football,
Zenit,
man.
While he's back, who cares about
Just remember that
whether it's
Zenit
A
can
or
lose
B
and
team?
still
We just
qualify
want
for
him to
Europa.
score and get
So I'm not.
momentum. Fuck whether it's A or B.
Messi get a penalty. It was just a little touch and
wow.
he's already on the floor. He's got a penalty. PSG.
Yeah, no, it's 4-1. Forget whether it's A team, B team. We just want him to get goals so he can get confidence again. That's all we want. If he
I wanted to
starts
score against the
getting
full 11.
goals to get confidence, I don't care about full 11 and all that, man.
Okay.
Get him no, not for this. I don't give a crap.
Then that means
I just want him to get goals.
that
get
means
his
he's like
confidence.
Harry Kane. That means he's like
No,
Harry
not
Kane.
really. Because if he gets goals and gets confidence and then he does it against starting 11s in a Prem, that's not Harry Kane levels this season, is it?
No. I mean, if he scores against the makeshift Zenit team.
Makeshift Zenit team still better than Murrah. Murrah created 9 years ago and Tottenham lost. If I remember rightly, I don't think it was Kane that scored that goal, was it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Kane.
It was Son or Murrah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, guys. Let's bring this let's bring the preview to an end, and then we can talk on the backstage. So yeah, guys, let's start with the predicted score line. Where I'm gonna start with the Hans Master on my right hand side. Hans, predicted score line.
My head says 0-0, but I'm gonna go with 1-0.
All right. Gilmore.
3-1.
Oh, wow.
Steven.
1-0.
I'm going 4-0.
Okay, now you're taking the piss.
No.
4-0 with all the injuries, man. Come on.
Yep. I believe more goals will come in. You'll be surprised. 3-0 to 4-0. Nothing less. The guys will be up for the game tomorrow. You'll be surprised. There will be lots of goals in that game tomorrow. Chelsea.
Remember Nizar.
But Ford's pushing it, man.
Remember Nizar.
Okay, I'll calm down. 3-0.
So your normal score.
He's still great.
Listen, Nizar, this is a new 11 that hasn't played each other, including regularly. So this is gonna be a.
What do you mean new 11? What do you mean new 11? We're still gonna have Thiago Silva in there. Thiago Silva will be in there. Either Gilmore. That's a Gilmore. Oh, Gilmore's brother. Christensen. Christensen will
It's
be there.
similar to. It's similar to Watford, but we might have Lukaku. Might be similar to Watford.
Yeah, we'll have some good players in that game. I mean, not just a depleted side. If Tuchel doesn't start with consistent, let's say players that really, really play, they've played each other for quite a while, about 80% of them, and he just goes in with players that haven't played together for quite a while. The game is gonna be nasty. It's gonna be ugly looking, and we'll be licking so many chances behind because we're playing a Zenit side that really know themselves. They've played each other for quite a long time, so they will give us a fight. We need.
The reasonable scoreline is 2-0, not 3-0. 2-0.
Okay. Well, there we go, guys.
I mean, you say reasonable, it's still not reasonable as such. It's very unlikely it'd be 2-0 based on what we're looking at injury-wise.
It could be 2-1. Who knows?
I said 3-0.
No, you always say 3-0.
3-0. No, I said 4. You guys said 4 is too much, so I bring it down to 3.
It's 3.
I want to go with 7-0. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm going.
It's gotta be. You know what? It's gotta be 10-1. Sure.
I
Yeah.
wish.
I'm going with a 3-0 win for Chelsea tomorrow. We'll be here and we'll witness it.
There'll
And
be
you,
another injury. There'll be another injury.
You guys who owe me.
Stop jinxing shit.
I'm joking. This time I'm joking.
No,
That
what?
that will literally be the 7th.
No,
time
no,
he's
no. I'm
been
joking.
something.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
No, you're not. There's no way it's gonna happen because you're not part of a Zenit player. You're not playing.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
but
Every time-
remember, I always say,
He says it happens.
yeah, I always
It's not
tell
gonna happen.
Hams. Okay, Hams, I'm gonna ask you a question. If you want promotion, you want success in life, what do you aim at? Don't you use your mouth in saying it?
I lose my head. I use my head.
Well, yeah, it will definitely come out of your mouth. It will definitely come out of your mouth. The same thing. If you want somebody bad, like you say, f that person, f that person. I hope you go die. That same thing that comes from your mouth is the same thing. Yeah, it happened. So we have to be very careful how we wish injuries on our players. You be
I
the
don't
same.
wish it. I don't wish it. I don't wish it.
Then don't say it. Don't say it at all. Not good. Not a good thing for yourself and mine. Because if we go through more injuries, then our team will not be able to win the trophy. Looks
Looks like it's picking off in the Leipzig City game.
What's the score? What happened?
It's 2-1. I didn't see what happened, but all the players started trying to like get in each other's faces for a brief moment.
all right, guys. It's all nice. We'll be back again tomorrow. We'll stream again before the game starts tomorrow. We'll see if we can. If not, we'll see. We'll watch along, guys. Expect the watch along also tomorrow. See you guys again. Live the Esperantos. Hang on to hope.